Texas looking to protect its reputation as an elite program. The Longhorns, though, have gone 10 years without a conference title. That's the second longest drought in their history. During that span, Oklahoma, they've won 7 titles. Texas opens up Big 12 play at Texas Tech in the second game of our Fox doubleheader. Sam Ehlinger is their unquestioned leader, but can he lead them to the levels that are currently occupied by the Sooners?
Well, I think Sam Ehlinger can do that. I love what I've seen from him this year, pushing the football down the field more. And I want to show you guys a couple plays because I have Sam Ehlinger as my playmaker to watch this week. Now, we know Sam Ehlinger can do this with his legs. We know he can extend plays. I think that part of the game will translate to the NFL. But this is the part of the game that I've seen from Sam Ehlinger that really has me excited. Going through his progressions. Now, if I'm being honest, he should have hit that first. He should have hit that first number 1 guy that was open. However, he's still pushing the football down the field, finding those open pockets, finding those open windows. That's the part that I love about seeing. That's the part I love what I'm seeing from Sam Ehlinger now. That's the thing that's going to get NFL coaches excited about him throwing the football down the field. I want to see more of that, and I think he's going to have a great game.
I want to see more of that, just not versus UTEP.
Yeah, I'm not going to measure him against UTEP, no.
Hey, it's defense, defense, defense. Continuous theme in the Big 12. Can you play defense? They made the best coordinator hire of 2020, and that's Chris Ash. Chris Ash is one of the best coaches I've ever had on our staff. He was instrumental in our national championship. He brought rugby tackling. However, and any head coach needs a guy like Chris Ash. He sat in the chair. He helped me when he was even just our D coordinator on player issues, on just how to manage a team. So that was a big hire. Big hire. Now we got to see what's going to happen down the road.
Yeah. I agree. And I think when I look at Texas, for me, it's not really how they play against Oklahoma. I know they're 1-2 against Oklahoma under Tom Herman. Those games have been really close. For me, it's how they perform against the rest of the Big 12, 17-10 under Tom Herman. To be a championship team, we've all been there. You have to have a championship mindset week in and week out. You can't just get up for UCLA or Notre Dame or Oklahoma. You have to get up against Kansas State. You have to get up against TCU, a team they've lost to 2 out of the last 3 years. If they can develop that type of mentality with the leadership of Sam Ehlinger, leadership of Chris Ash, and a lot of guys back on that defense, I think this is a team that can surpass Oklahoma and win a Big 12 championship.
That was fantastic, but is that a yes or a no? I'm still.
I just answered. I said I think they can.
Okay. I don't think they can, and for this reason. I think it's a great hire of Chris Ash. I know he's a good defensive mind. You got Mike Yursich, too, as their offensive coordinator. What does that mean, though? It means change. It means change, and they're going to go through a transition period, too, I think, offensively, defensively, especially in this era of COVID where limited practice time at times, at least maybe a dysfunctional or different offseason than what we're accustomed to. So I think that's an issue. And if you look at Oklahoma, for example, the continuity in the coaching staff, the systems, Alex Grinch has been there for a year now. And you can even say, well, they've got a new starter at quarterback in Spencer Rattler. The difference is he was there for a year. He watched what Jalen Hurts did a year before, and we've seen Lincoln Riley do this with quarterbacks before. And all indications are they will be able to come back. And then the last thing I'll just say is, for Texas, yes, they've got experience in the secondary and defense, but who's rushing the passer? I mean, we know they have Sam Ehlinger, but how are they getting stops? Who's rushing the passer? Where are they getting pressure?
Okay, here's a difference between the NFL and college. College is about development of players. NFL is about calling plays. How about this stat? Last 5 years, no Longhorn defensive players in the first 2 rounds. To me, when I heard that stat, I can't believe that. So, Chris Ash, we're not talking about calling plays. We're talking about developing 17, 18, 19-year-olds into grown men that can play defense, and I think he can do that.
But Brady, you talk about the change and how there's going to be kind of that growing period, but they just put up 59 points. So, to me, I think that...
on UTEP.
On UTEP, but they put up 59 points. What did Oklahoma State do?
Well, Oklahoma State lost their
They didn't put up that many points,
that's your
right?
team, by the way.
You're right, but I'm saying, did they or did they not put up points? Did they look good?
So
we're finding this open target
this week.
Yeah, we're going to see this week.
So you guys are all saying Texas is going to be able to beat Oklahoma this year.
Texas
it's a yes or no question.
Yes,
I think
they can beat Oklahoma
this year. If they
year.
change their mentality, they absolutely can.
Yes,
They've proven they can beat Oklahoma.
To be determined.
What do you say?
No.
You say no?
I'm saying no. I think definitively I said no.
You're on the Oklahoma train?
It's Oklahoma, and then I think Texas is that next tier. They have a shot, but it's Oklahoma and then everyone else in the Big 12.
Here's when we're going to be able to answer your TBD. October 10th, Cotton Bowl, live on Fox, Oklahoma and
Real
Texas.
quick, you know what else? Next year's NFL draft, see what happens.
Yep.
If you had the crystal ball, you want to know how they're going to be? Watch what happens next spring.
Texas football, letting you know it's game day. Wake up. Yep, Texas part of our doubleheader today on Fox on the road in Lubbock.
Big Noon Kickoff, Saturdays at 11 Eastern on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.